Hello, welcome to Asian Pet Traders. February 10th here in Korea. It's about 7:52. We're starting a little bit late because I had to do some work before coming here. Today we have another night drive. We prepared all new 5th generation Kia Optima, and it's got a solar roof on the top. You see it? It's got a solar roof on the top because it's actually a hybrid model right here. It says Eco Hybrid. Fake dual exhaust. So yeah, so I'm gonna show this to you guys. Why don't we start from the rear? It's got a LED combination tail lamp, so which means we have just the engine kicked in. Burp type turn signal and backup lamp. Let me just show it to you. So it's got a burp type turn signal and backup lamp. It says K5 here, and you know, trunk, you open it here. There's also 360 camera here. You know, some of you complain that you cannot see anything, but we also do daytime review. So if you want to see everything under the sun, there's also, I'll leave a link in the description. So please refer to our daytime review as well, okay? Trunk actually is very same as any other Kia Optimas because battery is actually placed under the second row seats. We also have some tools and a fix-a-flat kit. And you know, if you want, I think depending on the market, there's room for spare tires. So I think they will give you spare tire. And because the second row does not fold here in Korea, they're giving us a ski through. Okay, so looks pretty nice. Like I said, it's a fake exhaust. Actual pipe is located down here. So okay, so that's what it looks like from the rear. Let me also show you the car from the side. From the side, everything looks pretty much same. You also have a very distinctive, very thick chrome stripe coming down near the seat pillar. Like I told you, it's got solar roof on the panel. It's 2-panel by LG. You know, they're gonna charge you about you know, $1,300, I think. If we do the conversion, direct conversion, I think it will be around $1,100, I think, approximately. And if you do get this solar roof, you cannot get the with the panoramic sunroof. You have to choose one. If you get this 2-panel from LG, it's going to give you additional 800 miles every year, assuming that you leave this car outside every day, 6 hours under the sun for charging. So do let me know if you think it's worth it. You know, I think Kia will charge you about like $80 more compared to panoramic sunroof. So if you know, you can sacrifice your view out of the roof and get more energy. So guys, let me know what do you think, whether you like the solar roof or the panoramic sunroof in the comment section. We also have a 17-inch rims. It's got all-season Purity P0 tires on it. 215/55 by 17 on front and back. And you know, this isn't most pretty rim design, but you know, if you consider this is a hybrid, I would think it's not too bad. Okay, so that's what it looks like from the rear. I mean, from the side, it looks pretty much the same except for the solar roof on the top. Okay, let me also just quickly show you the second row seats. Okay. Okay, you guys, you know I'm about 6'2", and just like I told you, there's no roof, panoramic roof on the top because there's a solar roof on the top. And you know, I was a little bit worried about the headroom, but actually, you know, it's not that bad. You know, considering I'm 6'2", it's not actually my head is not touching the. It's my hair is actually brushing against the ceiling, but it's not so bad. So like I said, the battery is placed under the seats right here. We still have 2-stage heated seats. Window comes down like that much, a little bit left, but pretty nice. We also have a manual but sunshade for the side, so that's pretty nice. Lots of leg room, you know. Headroom is also okay too, comfortable for me. There's a 12-volt charging, 1 fast USB charging, 2 vents for the second row passengers, and you know, if you're lazy, people like me, there's also a walk-in device, so you don't have to go over there to move the seats. There's some speakers over there. Like I said, walking ski through. So nice cup holders, very comfortable. You know, the cup holder is not getting on your way, so it's very nice. It's got LED interior lights everywhere, so it's pretty nice. Okay, so that's what it looks like from the rear. Let me just show you the front design as well. Okay, from the front, everything looks pretty much the same, but there are few differences. Can you guess what they are? Can you guess? Okay, let me just show it to you from the top. Like I said, you know, I do love the 2 lines departing from the Kia logo is carried all the way to the top. They're still using the old Kia logo. I think they're working on it, and you know, they're still using the tiger, not nose, but face concept, but they changed the pattern from the shark skin to you know, trapezoid looking, maybe reverse trapezoid looking pattern. It's got 360 camera there, and like it's the headlamp blends nicely into the center grille. It looks very nice. They said this looks you know, pulse from like a heartbeat, and I do love the design. This part reminds me of Cadillac CT6, but it looks very nice. And so one different thing is the grille pattern, and second is the lower bumper design has changed a little bit. It's more, I think it looks cleaner. Let me just put a picture of the regular Optimas, and because I think due to the aerodynamic reasons, the air curtains right here it's now smaller. Okay, so guys, let me know what do you think about the hybrid design in the comment section. And like I said, I think it looks pretty good for a hybrid sedan. Okay, let me show you the car from inside, and there's also a blinker. This looks a little, reminds me of, you know, Kia, what you call it? Stinger. I'm forgetting lots of things. Maybe because I'm in a little bit of rush here. Okay, let me just show you the interior. Yes, we have a blind spot monitoring system right here, and also 360 bird eye view. So let me show you the car from the left. We have 2 memory seats here, full auto. The front one opens all the way, so it's very nice. And like I said, this is all new Kia Optima, and it's built up an all new 3rd generation platform, just like Sonata. So it's got little windows near the A-pillar, and overall the visibility is very excellent, I think. It's very easy to see out of, and you know, we have all these things that will help you if you need more visibility or assist. Okay, and you know, there's also child lock, trunk opener, ESC off, lane keep assist. This also has a voice recognition, but it only works in Korean. Let me show you them a little bit pretty soon. And we also have media controls here, phone controls, and this will show you many information like your efficiency, tire pressure, engine temperature, drive mode, and of course, because this is a hybrid, it'll also show you the energy flow. Okay, energy flow is on this right side too as well. Okay, so you can have it like that. Like I said, it will, because this is a hybrid, it also has a, you know, electric motor, engine and battery, and because it's optional, but a Tesla has it, so this will also have a solar roof on the top. I'll also say show you fuel economy, average, and electric motor in use. And to the left, we still have the 12.3-inch gauge cluster. Same business on the left side, but in the middle we have energy flow, and to the right we have a charge eco power meter. This has 4 drive modes. You know, I just found out from editor Jung that there's no comfort mode from this hybrid. It's a smart, eco, sports, custom. So let me know what is your favorite. I kind of like smart, maybe because I just like blue. But, and one very interesting is that you know, I think I showed you through the regular Optimas, but you can change the gauge cluster with theme A and theme B. Yeah, like that. Oh, you know, I forgot to say it again. You know, before we go any further, if you do love cars and car reviews, please do support us by subscribing to our channel, and also hit that bell notification so you don't miss out in the future. I always forget in the beginning, so yes, please do support us. And also we reached over 50,000 subscribers. Thanks to you guys. And yeah, let me know whether you like theme A or theme B. Theme B will actually change according to the weather and, you know, depending on the daytime or nighttime. But, you know, I tend to like A better because it just shows the good old gauges. So let me know whether you like A or B. Okay? So down here we also have a hazard button, which is a very good position, and I do like the fact that it's a physical button. And air vents on each side, and I'm not sure why they put all this you know, too much details here. I would love to just have it clean surface like this all the way. And you know, we have some physical buttons down here, but mostly they used lots of touch sensitive buttons nowadays. Let me know what you think about it. I mean, I like, you know, this is also very quick reacting and also makes a sound, so you know it's not hard to use, but I rather just like you know, physical buttons and dials. So let me know what you think about touch sensitive use button usage for the climate and media controls. And you know, there's also wood trim and you know, nice soft touching materials up to here, and everything below is hard plastic. But you know, they you know, Hyundai and Kias are making good designs nowadays, and you know, choosing good materials. So the steering wheel looks very nice. So I cannot blame them for the cost. So we also have a wireless charging pad here. 3-stage heated and ventilation seats, so it's pretty nice, like a cold day. Heated steering wheel, that's the drive mode, that's for the passenger side. We have auto hold, electric parking, that's for the surround view. We need to put it in reverse, so that's also very nice. And some people really hate it. Some of my subscribers say it reminds them of a washing machine. But this is a dial type. Hyundai's been pushing with the, you know, push type button, and Kias nowadays have been going with the dial type, and also Genesis too. And you know, I'm not a big fan of this. I like the button type, but it's actually very easy to use. Just turn left, go to neutral, reverse, go to right to go to neutral and drive, and push the top one to go to parking. So it's not hard, but it's a matter of the preference, I think. We also have a 12-volt charging, and one USB charging port and a fast USB charging. And this is for your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Let me just show it to you. Where is it? Media. Huh. Oh, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, right there. I couldn't find it. Okay, and it also has lots of high glossy materials. So if you see all this dust can be very dusty soon. So I suggest you, if you like this car and you just might buy it and then have a glass cleaner or something, that sort of thing, then you should be fine. Some space here, some space there. Okay, so it looks very nice. And let me just show you a few more things. We also have built-in camera. It's 1 and 2 channel here that will actually record that everything goes around the car. So you can also record time lapse, and that somebody else did that. That wasn't me, okay? So if you get into a car accident, you can also report to your car. It'll also be whatever is recorded here will be sent to your phone, and so that's very convenient. We also have air cleaning mode. It will tell you in 4 different modes how poor the air quality is, and it also has a micro air filter inside, so it will actually clean the air for you. And because it's a hybrid, it also has a driver only button which will shut off every air conditioning or heater except for the driver side, so it will stay more efficient. So that's the one way to stay efficient. So first we need to change the language. Oh, hello. You see, sometimes it does that. That's why I like physical buttons. So, for those of people who have not seen it, 오른쪽 창문 열어줘. So it will actually open the window for you. 오른쪽 창문 닫아줘. FM 라디오 틀어줘. So this also has a sound system by Corel, and it sounds pretty good. Some news. Some classics. Some new age Korean music. Isn't she lovely? Yes. So it sounds pretty nice. Lastly, let me just show you the song in Korean, right? Let me just quickly show you. The fog lamp, the mood lamp. Let me just, and I do love the fact that you can just tap on the light. Don't have to find any buttons, so that's very nice too. Let me just show you. This is blue light, forest, purple, violet, orange, golden, ocean, and you can choose whatever color you like among like 64, I think. Let's just leave it in red because it seems to be picked up very nicely. Wow, we have 2 golden retrievers. Nice doggies. Okay, all right, I think I showed you everything about the car. So why don't we go for a quick drive around the town, okay? So that's a backup camera and also surround view camera. Don't want to scare doggies too much. Big golden retrievers, lovely. This is the regular headlamp. This is DRL, headlamp, high beam, and turn signal. Okay, and you can also change the view as you wish it to. See the doggies? And this is my favorite. So, okay, now why don't we go out to the road with Kia Optima Hybrid, okay? Alright guys, now we're on the road with all new Kia Optima Hybrid. I've been telling you guys how I love this hybrid powertrain with 2-liter smart stream gasoline engine. It's because it's very quiet on the road, and it also, electric motors have instant torque, so it just pushes the car very nicely, giving a very nice assist. And and also when you're cruising down the road, which we're gonna do right now, and it says Evie Mode right here, and it's a very quiet experience. You don't hear nothing, and right now, because it's uphill, the engine just kicked in back. Usually nowadays most companies use engine start and stop functionality that can kind of bother you when engine kicks back in, but this one you rarely feel anything. The transition is just so seamless. Right now engine is on, now engine is off. So engine is on. It takes a little bit of time, but it never gives you that disruption. So it's I love how this is. Right now we're driving about 80 kilometers. It's a little slower than 60 miles, but it's constantly going back into EV mode as much as it can. So it's a very nice system. This is a hybrid, but it's got everything. It's got all the alerts. It also has adaptive cruise control, with the lane keep assist. So I don't have to be, I have to be driving, but I can, let Kia do some of the work for me. So it's, although this is a hybrid model, you don't have to sacrifice anything, not even the looks. Trunk space is very similar, and drivability is very similar too. So see, now we're driving about 100 kilometers and still going into the EV mode. Okay, right now we're just driving in smart mode. Let's put the car into sports mode and drive a little bit, okay? When you do give it some power, this 2-liter smart stream gasoline engine makes about 152 horsepower, but which gets a help from 38.6 kilowatts electric motor, and it just feels very nice. It's not like a Tesla, P100D, but it gives you a very sufficient instant torque. So when you do floors, you feel that motor just giving a very nice assist. But you're not going to be buying this Optima Hybrid for racing all day, but it's nice to know that you can have some fun, and it just feels very smooth, and it just doesn't feel like you're just holding back. It's got enough power, so it just goes very nice and smoothly. So I do love the fuel efficiency. I mean the powertrain drivability. And when you're cruising down the road like this in EV mode, which is what we're doing right now, it feels very comfortable. Yeah, I guess in sports mode it does not like to go to EV mode, so let's put it back into EV mode. Right now we're driving about 90 kilometers, and it's just staying on the EV mode. So we're driving about 80 kilometers and it's going into EV mode. So yeah, It's very comfortable. I mean, out of 3, I mean, here in Korea, Optima is sold with 4 different powertrain options. 2-liter gasoline engine, which is a base engine, 1.6-liter turbo, which feels quite peppy, very nice, and hybrid, and 2-liter LPI. LPI is for taxis and rental cars. So out of 3, leaving out the rental car stuff, out of 3, my personal favorite is number 1, hybrid. This hybrid, because it's very fuel efficient. We drove Hyundai Sonata hybrid and returned over 60 miles per gallon on the highway, and also over 40 miles per gallon in the city driving. And you know, I'm just gonna, when I'm done with this night drive, I'm gonna be testing the fuel efficiency going back home and coming back to office, about 40 kilometers, and let's see how it does. Because we test drove Hyundai Sonata Hybrid as well, we'll be comparing this Optima Hybrid to Sonata Hybrid in terms of 0 to 60 miles and braking and also fuel efficiency, okay? And overall, it's just, I don't know if you can hear it, it's also very quiet too, because it's got double laminated windows to first row side windows. It's very quiet in here, and it also feels quite stable. When I test drove the Hyundai Sonata Hybrid, it felt very stable on corners, because the battery actually sitting, you know, under the second row seats actually helps balance, give it better balance. So we'll show you how it corners tomorrow morning as well. So when you ask it to go, it really goes. Feels quite stable as well. It also has, look, it also has paddle shifters. So when you feel like driving, you can also, but there's no RPM gauges. You can also downshift like this. And you know, the brakes, some of you don't like Regen Brakes, but it feels pretty okay. I mean, yeah, you'll notice, oh, it's got Regen Brakes, but it's not annoying. But they're getting better with the Regen Brakes. And one thing I really like is the transition between the Evie mode and the gasoline mode. It's really smooth. And wow. So it's just giving that very instant torque. Very nice. So when you want it to go, it really goes. Okay. I've been flooring it a lot of times, and still managing about 12.1 kilometers per liter. I'll put it in the I'll translate it and put it on the screen for you guys, but it's actually a very fuel efficient car. So I mean, you're not sacrificing any visibility. It's got big side mirrors, and it's got little windows near the A-pillar. Like I said, it's built up an all-new 3rd generation platform, which shares the new platform with all-new Hyundai Sonata, so it's very nice. I mean, the maps, it's massive, right? It's got 10.25-inch infotainment screens. I've seen like a 15 inches on Genesis GV80. It doesn't really make a whole lot of difference, because you know, it's not it's not longer up vertically. So what you see is more this way. So you know, I think 10.25 inches is a very good size for a navigation infotainment screen. So you got air cleaning mode. Oh, this car unfortunately does not have remote park assist that we showed you, and also Hyundai Sonata Hybrid doesn't have that either. And one of the subscribers also asked me, I think it was through Kona Evie videos, said, will it go into Evie mode over 60 miles per hour? Let me just go into about 100 kilometers, which is about 60 miles. So when you're cruising it will go into EV mode. But right now we're on uphill, so it's not going into uphill. But pretty soon we're gonna reach downhill. Pretty soon, let me see. So it's about 100 kilometers. Does it go into EV mode right here? Does it do that? Okay, so it's not actually doing it. So I guess speed matters too. So yeah. So when you let off the gas, it'll go into EV mode, but it's hard to demonstrate. Oh, maybe because we're in a sports mode. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, we're going to right now we going about 100, and it's on EV mode. I have gas on, still EV mode. So yes, I have answer. If you do put it onto sports mode, it will not likely go to EV mode, right? But if you do put it onto eco mode, it'll go into EV mode. Let's try the smart mode. Will it do it? The smart mode is pretty similar too. Okay, so it depends on the drive mode and also I mean, of course, if you give it lots of gas, it will just go away. But I'm giving a pretty good amount of gas pedal, and yeah, it went away. And like I said, I love the transition. It's so smooth and seamless. It just right now it's engine on, engine off, engine on, engine off. You don't feel anything, you know. It's not like, you know, most cars nowadays have engine start and stop, you know, function. Start and stop function will go like clunk, and you know, when engine kicks back in, it just shakes the whole car. But this actually is very smooth system, because when you give it a first gas, it will actually just it will be electric motor pushing the car first, and then gradually the engine will kick back on, so you don't feel much thing going on. Let me just show you last spot. So when you give it some go, it really pushes the car. And like I said, the system output comes out to be about 195 horsepower, which you can say isn't much. But like I said, the instant torque from motor just pushes the car very nicely. You know, you can feel that it's got, you know, enough power, and it just happens very nicely, very seamlessly. So the problem is this car is a little bit expensive. So if you're more sport driving, I suggest you buy the turbo, which is more not so much expensive compared to 2-liter gasoline engine. So, but this, if you're, you know, thinking about eco driving and stuff like that, this car is also very nice. It will cost you a little bit. It also has you know, adaptive cruise control with stop and go functionality, so it will come to a full stop on its own. And I will just stay. Right now it says HDA, Highway Driving Assistant. It thinks that we're still on the highway because we're at the end of highway. If you're on the under the HDA, you don't have to be constantly braking and giving acceleration or the adaptive cruise control. It will be like this. There's also oh, very nice. So usually, because when you have adaptive cruise control in city driving, if it passes 5 seconds, you kind of have to activate the adaptive cruise control one more time, or, you know, give it a little tap on the gas pedal. But you know, like it's just if it's on HDA, you don't have to do that thing. Okay. All right, guys, this has been another night drive with all new Kia Optima Hybrid. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll also upload daytime review of this Optima Hybrid, so please stay tuned for that as well. And if you do love cars and if you do like car reviews, please do support us by subscribing to our channel and also hit the bell notification so you don't miss out in the future. Thank you guys, and see you guys soon. Bye bye.